We're doing it. We got some big talent tonight. I got somebody who wants to say Merry Christmas real quick. Come up here. You what? Oh my goodness, look who's here. From Bonjour Nails. Give them a round of applause. Oh my God, this is your future. Don't step on my foot. What do you want to say to your friend? Don't you dare. I'll kill you. And this is live, and I know it's live. So are you having fun? No. I will step on yours. And it's not a joke. All right, now look at your audience, right? And what do you say to them?
I don't know.
Okay, this is great. This is great for our students, our class. So you have to say hello, and then we have to say, what did I tell you about the magic line? You got to go back. Got to go back. Got to go back because he said so. That's the boss tonight. Jason said it. I know. Listen, guys, if people tell you you're funny, you probably are. And if you've got some kids and the teachers say that the kids are bad and they need medicine, they need ADHD medication, I guarantee you, send them home with a colored mother and they will come back. These kids will be eating collard greens in no time. Look at them. Look at little Keon and Shaniqua. Did I say Keon? I noticed that Persians do have these names that don't make any sense to me. But you ready to do Rock and Robot? You ready? Okay, tell me when. 3, 2, 1, go. I got a toy that gives me joy when I watch him go. You turn on the key and you will see him shake from head to toe. I call him Ronnie. Oh, Ronnie the robot who can rock and roll. Give her a round of applause. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. Will you shut the door behind you? You want to say goodnight? Hurry up. You got to say goodnight? Okay, then shut the door for me. Give me a hug. Give me a hug goodnight. All right. Bye-bye. I see you tomorrow. Oh, hey, that's my mother-in-law's car. That's not that funny. All right, come on. We got to go now. Remember, it's too close. No, I need the key. Okay, let's not do that now. We got people here. All right, so shut the door for me. Don't take my key. All right, boss. Oh, to you he said it, huh? Wow, he said goodnight, boss. Wow, you see how he was just rolling up on you like that? Well, that's okay, because you know what happens? Once in a while, I'm going to have to pull out a strap, and I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to be really nice because we're live, and I'm encouraging this kid's class, you know? And it's so funny because people say the craziest things to me. One woman says to me, is there ever a night at your place that's not black night? And I'm thinking, every night I'm here it's black, right? I mean, isn't it? And then someone tells me I can't perform in front of kids because my material's so raw. And I'm thinking, how raw is it? You know what I mean? Like, how raw is it? And remember, the kid that was here is now a big shot on, Abbott Elementary. So I'm really happy for Dante the comic kid. And I know you're watching, Dante, and we want to see you at the Emmys. And if you want to do coaching, we're going to be closing when, Jason?
The 22nd.
We are going to be closed from the 22nd until the 3rd. The 3rd, until the 3rd. Yeah. Tomorrow. Tomorrow. Annyeonghaseyo. Oh, no, ni hao ma. I screwed up. Don't tell nobody that. You know what? I'm just hoping she has a cousin or something because I have yellow fever. That's true. That's why I get along with you guys. You guys could have been my kids. All of you. But boy, Japanese mothers, they don't like the girlfriend at all. I'm just going to tell you that. I don't care who it is. It could be a princess. They don't care. I just wanted to say that I'm watching something. This is really creepy to say probably, but I left one room with R. Kelly. I went to another room, and there was something happening in another country, but very similar. And I was just wondering how much money is made off of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's some kind of form of trafficking. And they made a commentary about comedians making jokes. And we should do that, by the way. Pay attention to what people said. People said that people made such fun of what happened, of these tragedies, and that they should at least say, it's true. You should say, I'm sorry for everybody what happened, but then you tell the joke. Because I never thought of it that way until someone said comedians are sick and sad people. And I was like, oh, my God. And then they were talking about the comedy that was done after these things. And I was like, oh. And they were like, what do you do? I was like, nothing. Because right away, man, that's the worst thing people could say is you're a comedian, say something funny. And you say, wait till you leave the room. Because that's probably when we're funniest. And if you need any copies of this, please go see this producer that's making everything happen. Thank you, Jason Ham. Ham I Am Productions. That's right. I made that up. I don't know. Maybe it's a new LLC. We'll see. I have to make sure to announce the opening of our new location. We're still going to be here, but we have a new show, and it's going to be me, Sunday on Sundays, and we're going to name that comic at the new hottest spot on Main Street in Santa Monica. It's called Nameless. Nameless. That's right. So the name of the show is Name That Comic. I didn't create that name. But guess what? I'll be giving everyone a new name. So that's going to be Sundays, and seating is 6:30. Showtime is 7. It's a beautiful location. It's a beautiful place, and we want everyone to support it. And oddly enough, after I made the first announcement, 5 people from this open mic went there. Isn't that amazing? And the woman said to me, there's so many comedians in the neighborhood. It's like, no, it's not. Don't be fooled. So anyway, I'm going to make sure that there's a hush, because we have the comedy of Sarush coming up. All right? Give it up for Sarush, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Yes. Oh, where's my crutches? Oh, come up. Are you coming up?
He's not here.
Where is he?
He's out in the hallway.
Are you kidding me? Are you coming up? You're not coming up? All right, that's okay, guys. We'll make believe that I'm him, okay? Let's just make believe I'm Sarush while he's not here, okay? And I'm going to just rearrange the entire stage. That's what I'm going to do. I wish you would come to my home. I really do. I can't focus on one task. Isn't that terrible? You can't focus on one task. Like, you ever take things out of a dishwasher and wonder, like, why? Okay, you're not like that. You know what? My dishes said, maybe you don't shower, but us? I'm kidding. That's not. I don't like when people make those no shower jokes, by the way. I don't like that because I do shower. But my water smells terrible. And it looks like this is a pretty interesting crowd tonight. So I'm going to do a few jokes. Is that okay? Yeah, right. You guys must be crazy. I want you to give a big hand for the comedy of the one and only Nick Hanrahan. Let him hear you. Hanrahan, come on.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Speaking of showers, you ever find yourself bragging about weird shit? Yesterday I was like, yeah, I took 3 showers. Who gives a fuck? Are the children gone? Can I? Okay. All right. Okay. Merry Christmas. It's the holidays. Hell yeah. Anyone play White Elephant, or as I like to call it, Gift Cuck? Anyone play Actual Cuck? Yeah, it's the season of giving. I want to I have my male friends, my boys, and I want to give them gifts, but I don't want them to think I'm like gay or anything, you know what I mean? Like I want to just do something nice for him, like give him a little gift and just like give him a little kiss, you know what I mean? Yeah, so one of my friends is into like peanut butter, so I'm going to get him some nut butter. So, Christmas, anything else on Christmas? Going once? No. Depression. Oh my God, this weather, man. Ugh, it's so depressing. I work a white-collar job. That's all people talk about. Okay, so, what else? White-collar job. I'm a software engineer. I sit at a desk all fucking day, and I don't talk. This is my 3rd social interaction this week. So, gotta get warmed up here a little bit, What now? What do I say now? I don't know. Shit. This shit.
You work with? What's the zoo like?
The zoo is.
This zoo is this way.
This zoo is lively, man. I work with people who oh man, programmer humor is the worst, man. It was a what was wrong with it? It was a bug. That wasn't anything. Okay. So, all right. So it's Christmas. It was Thanksgiving not long ago, right? Am I right, guys? Thanksgiving, I decided, I was with the family, obviously, and I decided to do something nice for someone we were seeing driving. Their car was broken. The car was broken down, so we decided to get out, like push the car to the side of the road with a guy who I was assuming was her boyfriend. And then he started saying like sus things after a while. He was like, yeah, man, like this is a perfect place to stay the night. We were checking in with her like, hey, you got a place to stay tonight? He was like, oh, you can be right here. It's okay. And then he goes, yeah, there's some nice people under the highway. If you ever like need some help, I was like, ugh. Yeah, you run if you hear that. There are not some nice people. There's a joke there somewhere.
You're an audience.
Yeah. All right. This is a nice area, I think. But there are some zombies around here. I can see why you're like looking at your car and shit. I live around here. There was someone who broke into like our like patio area and tried to steal our blowtorch. I was like, that's for my crack. I'm gonna for my crack pipe. So yeah. It's weird. The harder the drug is, the more they don't mention its name. You know what I mean? I remember this guy was smoking something in front of me, and I'm like, he was like offering me it. I was like, what is that? And he was like, just take some. I was like, is that weed? He's like, it's not weed. I was like, oh shoot. Yeah. Let's see, what else? So I am I'm a race of sorts. I have multiple races in me. I am half Indian, half white. I'm thinking of doing a race reveal similar to how they do like gender reveals for babies, you know? So I'm thinking maybe we could do like a balloon full of spices and then like it blows up over to like some unseasoned chicken or something. People will get that, right? Yeah. Yeah, so it was interesting seeing the choice of weapon that I got beat with as a child. Like, my mom would, chase me with the rice spoon. And then, my dad, classic belt, So it was like I was at war with two countries there. What else? Indian food is, like, how are you going to survive off Indian food? And it's like, no wonder they're so skinny. They have no protein. They should try the cow. I think the Indians should try the cow. Dude, if Indians can try beef, dude, if they start cooking with beef, it's over, dude. We have discovered a new palate. I think, that's a new cuisine right there. I'm going to call it Gandhi's Beef Hut. That's going to be my restaurant. Sounds like a something. Sounds like a gay club, yeah. Gay for Indians.
What would they say in the gay club?
What would they say? They would be...
Hurry.
They would say...
Something.
Here.
Something. Come on, feed us. Imagine if it's just me and you.
What else? Why do they... Here's another one. Why do they make you check a box off on a job application if you're Hispanic? Like, what are they going to say? Like, it says here you're a Mexican, though. I don't know. That's a strong closer right there. All right, thank you.
Hey, you're not throwing it away like that. Do you appreciate it for real?
Okay, yes.
Thank you. My name is...
My-
You can find me where?
My name is Nick Hanrahan. You can find me at Nick the Hanrahan on Instagram or my website nickhanrahan.com. Yeah.
You're the IT guy.
I am the IT guy. Yeah.
Woo! Yeah. Woo! Wait a minute. Don't knock the door. Can you open the door for him? Like a 3-year-old. He's going to bust it in.
It's probably Keon.
I know who it is. He has to wait a minute. I can't walk. Yes, I can. What am I saying? I can walk. So, I don't know if you knew this, but I got hit by a driverless car. Okay? That hit me, and my husband screaming in the phone, "You had another accident." I was a passenger in an Uber that hit me and then backed up and hit me again. I just want to tell you, it was so bizarre. And then right here, I said it last week, and someone said, "You said something so racist that I would never come to your school." And I said, "What do you care? You're not Asian. I could say it. I'm a minority." But can you imagine? You guys are Asian. You know what I mean? Like, can you imagine seeing just one Asian woman in a passenger seat, and that's it, and the car's driving itself, and so terrified, right? Terrified, and it goes around Westwood Boulevard, and she smiles at me like I'm crazy, okay? And someone says, that's so racist. And then they tell me, you're probably better off that way. And I was like, now that's racist. Because sometimes you got to guess when it's a bad driver, you're like, Asian or Orthodox Jew? Because you don't know. Rabbi pulls me over, he goes, after he hits me and knocks off my mirror, he goes, oh, you have no idea. Hashem is looking out for you. Da 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 da. I said, Rabbi, stop this shit. I said, I fell in an elevator today and walked away. I know about Hashem, okay? I said, but you were on the phone. That's what happened. You were on the goddamn phone. And he was like, I can get you on the telephone. And he didn't. You know that telephone they have, Chabad, that goes on forever?
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you something. Love the skin you're in when you have the comedy of the one and only Bobby F. Peterson. Give it up for Bobby. Come on. I'm sorry, Johnny. John. Not Bobby. Bobby. Why are you doing this to me, dude? Why are you doing that to me? They're making me think I have dementia. And they say, if you have dementia, you don't think you have dementia. I meant to tell you guys that that's the light. And when it comes on, you know what to do, right?
Yeah.
All right. Give it up for Bobby Peterson.
Yeah. Thank you, Sunda. Thank you, LA School of Comedy. I'm Bobby fucking Oh,
You can say it.
I know I can. I like to act shocked. Yeah, Bobby fucking Peterson. It sound. I don't know. I like it. People. It goes either way, but whatever. Okay, so I gotta get better at this part. Yeah. Woo. Okay. What are we gonna do today? Offensive stuff. Let's do offensive stuff.
Woo.
Shocking. Oh, that's dumb. Oh, wrong side. That's why. Hey guys, I'm wasting my own time. What was I doing here? Okay, so I'm sorry. Okay, so what do you get when you apply hexabromocyclododecane to a bunch of dried twigs and sticks bundled together with twine for fuel? A retarded faggot. Now, if you look in the dictionary, that's not offensive because hexabromocyclododecane is a fire retardant, very common, and a bundle of dried sticks and twigs for fuel is a faggot, and that is not offensive because the dictionary says it. Now, this isn't getting the laughs it was last time. It's just the offense.
We're all gay.
Yeah, but I'm not saying anything offensive. See, this is me tiptoeing around things because I'm a white guy.
I'd like to see you with the sheet on.
So, in that vein, what would you call a fireproof British cigarette? A retarded faggot. This is again not offensive because it's fireproof because it probably has hexabromocyclododecane on it, and they call cigarettes fags. So now we're gonna do some picture work here. Imagine you're going down the street and you see a pack of fireproof British cigarettes. All right, you thought it, not me. This is going to get me canceled before I even start. Now, what would you call a homosexual guy with Down syndrome in the 1990s?
Hot.
I'm not going to say it because if I said it then, it would be offensive. See, that's the thing with language. And this is honest. I want to write a book about it because it's like I like how people get offended by things that they don't understand. And I guess that's why I like doing comedy, just to blow minds. But yeah, so in that vein, again, wait, was that another joke? Oh, just for fun. Anybody hear about free radicals? Free radicals? You know, they give you cancer or whatever. Free radicals. I know this place that also does up to 60% off all awesomes, tubulars, and gnarlies. 90s humor again. Ninja Turtles, no? Wow. Like, this is fun for me. I don't know if it's fun for you. I'm feeling all right. Yeah!
He's fun for it. Fun for me, fun for you.
What do you call a dude with a stick up his ass? Uptight. Uptight. Calm down. Okay. What do you call a dude with a bundle of dry twigs and sticks wrapped up with twine for fuel? It's a dude with a faggot in his ass. Okay. So, what do you call a dude getting fucked in the butt? Jeremy. Come on, guys. Let's, I'm sorry. All right. What else have I been writing? Only time I ever saw my dad's dick was at a Dodger game. You know those trough toilets? Where, like, everyone stands up and pees into one big... Yeah. I looked to the right, and there it was. And it made me, like, before that, I couldn't see what my mom saw in him, but I get it now. Saying my dad had a thick dong, from what I could tell. It's the only time I saw it. Didn't see it very long, but...
What is funny about all that shit?
What?
What is funny about it? Because it's funny to you.
Yeah.
And you're going to make that funny to us. So if it doesn't work, don't you ever say something like, well, it was funny they laughed the other night. Because you just have to put it in your bank, in your joke bank. Because anything you think of is funny.
All right. Thank you.
Woo! Yes.
Oh, no, I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm
saying.
just not good at taking feedback and stuff, because it's good. I just don't know how to take it very well, because I don't know.
Thank you, because I didn't charge you.
Thank you. Thank you for, yeah. So I find it's like hard to please people, but it's like really, it's impossible to please like everyone. And you know, everyone's got like, that's why society's hard. It's like, imagine if you had a bowl of rice and you gave every piece of rice a name and a personality and a background. Like, you wouldn't want to eat the rice so bad, but like you couldn't take care of all its problems. Like, and they'd all start complaining about their place in the rice bowl and their perspective. And you just eat them just to get it out of the way. But, so like, that being said, like, people shouldn't get names until they like prove that they're worth more than their calories. The cannibal jokes never go over well. I feel like I did what I came to do tonight. So I've been Bobby fucking Peterson. I'm working on building up with some other people I know before I get off. Trying to collaborate. There's this dude, Castro Vegas. I don't know if you've heard his name. He does open mics, but he has one on Sundays in the park in Culver City, 15 minutes for free. I saw rappers, did comedy there, and he wants to collaborate with me because I did like an open mic, and Justin Sunset, I want to work with him, and we're going to try and get something going inspired by all this.
You
And
inspire us.
well, thank you. Again, Bobby fucking Peterson on Instagram. I apologize again. Thank you.
For what?
Oh, for, well, nothing really, but
Thank
just,
you.
I'm pandering. I'm pandering.
You can at least help me out. I'm kidding.
I'm sorry.
I'm kidding. Never apologize. Except when you're on prednisone. I said the most filthiest joke on prednisone in front of children. It was horrible. It was horrible. And I knew I shouldn't have gone on stage because my husband saw me sweeping. And he said, what are you doing sweeping? And I just broke down and said, you never let me sweep. I fell out. I just was crying. And I said something horrible. And this was in, oh my God. And my friends came out from my Catholic high school. And one of my friends said to me, you really need to go back and find Jesus. I was that bad. Because when I have kids in the audience, you know, when people see a woman on stage, they think, you know, lesbian, man-hater, you know, this and that. I go, well, I don't hate men. I love men because somebody has to lick it. That's what I used to say for the adults, right? But for, in a club with kids, I say, you know, because somebody has to work. And I can't, all I know is my husband went like this across the table. He just put his head down, and I just kept going. And it was horrible. It was just like the kids were pulling their kids out. And it was all prednisone. And don't do it. Don't do prednisone. It's horrible. And don't do alcohol either, man. these people that are outside, and we can say this because they're not here. I love everybody that comes through here, but when you see somebody destroying themselves with a substance in this little closet, this is a shoe closet, okay? If you have to drink that bad before you get in this shoe closet, what's going to happen in the world? That's all I got to say. And I'm not here judging anybody because I used to be 2 white wines before I went on stage until I saw myself on a tape, and it was terrible. And I came out and I said, hey, how's everybody doing? Good. I didn't give him a chance. I thought I was so funny, and they couldn't understand me. I don't think, because I couldn't understand me. And it was just terrible. I was having a ball. They were just like, and my friends are the worst. When you invite your friends, oh my God, they're the worst. They just, people who've never seen you do comedy, they don't laugh. They're like this. They just look at you. My friends are like, I can't believe you're up there doing that. Like it's something bad. It's nothing bad. I'm not in school anymore. You could tell I've been beaten in Catholic school. See, I knew somebody was coming in. Welcome by. Hello there, handsome. Look at you. Oh, man. See, we switched up. Oh, I love this, man. I love this. Because you know something? You know, I could do that, too. See what I'm saying? What's up? Oh, my God. I love your hair. This is horrible. Guys, I went to the police station, and there's nobody in the police station. So I got scared and ran out because I keep watching this true crime stuff, and I thought they were dead. So I got scared, and then there was somebody pulling on door handles. So I was really scared. And why am I telling you this? When the cop came to the door, to the front, I said to him, oh, they got me again. And he goes, who are you? And I look at him, I'm like, it's Sunder from the LA school, because I thought I knew him. And he goes, I'm not from this neighborhood. I go, oh, you're from Hollywood? And he goes, I'm from the Bronx. Now you're talking to me, right? Maybe I do know you, right? So I said to him, are you Dominican? And he goes, no. And then he goes, half. And his hair was like yours, right? He had it done like that. And I said to him, oh, I said, I like your hair. I said, oh, it's so nice the way you did your hair. I said, who did? He goes, oh, no, when I take a shower, it's just like that. I was like, oh, Negro, please. But anyway, he's watching. Hi, Brian. I'm just kidding. I did ask him the other half, which was Jamaican. Can you imagine that? That has to be so interesting. Dominican and Jamaican. That means ackee and codfish and arroz con pollo. All right. That wasn't funny. It was very racist, somebody told me. Because I once said to this, you know, it's funny because Mexicans and Puerto Ricans don't know each other. So I used to tell this woman who helps me, I said, listen, man, when you get Puerto Ricans, you'll know when you got Puerto Ricans. They got a flag. Everything has a flag. They have tattooed the flag. And they're they just can't get up to do things. It's too much. Like most people say, mira, autobus viene. Puerto Ricans say, mira, wawa. Wawa, wawa, which is terrible. And the other thing is when they do a song, it's 2 sentences and they get a Grammy. Have you guys heard Café con leche, arroz con pollo? You never heard the song. You're going to Google this and you're not going to believe it. Like, this is a real song. And then my cleaning lady's always like, Sunda, you cannot say that. That's like trying to tell me it's racist. I'm like, I know my people. She works at the Dodger Stadium, and they played some Puerto Rican team, or a lot of Puerto Ricans came, and she called me from Dodger Stadium and said, hay mucha ruido. She told me they brought congas. I could have told her that. And flags were everywhere. I know I'm getting off stage. Somebody's texting me because I look like a gerbil. It's okay. And these lights are so bright, or it's just my eyes. I don't know. And I'm so glad you're here, Anya, because I'm getting ready to give this room a push with the comedy of the one and only Soroush. Let him hear you.
Thank you, Cinda. Appreciate you. How's the foot going?
Hey, I'm hopping to it.
You're hopping? Hope you feel better.
Me too. Thank you.
I am Persian. I'm half Persian. Being half Persian, it's actually, I don't know, there's a lot of warmth from the Persian side. Like, if you're mixed, I'm half Japanese. Sometimes there's like a bit of like a hesitancy that people feel. Like if you're, I know that if you're half black and you're half white, sometimes, at least in Africa, they'll be like, oh, like, they look down up on you a little bit if you're African. But when you're Persian, you don't feel that way. Like I'm being half, like I'll go up to people who are Persian, and I'll be like, oh yeah, my name's Keon. They don't go like, oh, that's a Persian name, like they're like, oh wow. Who did we sleep with this time? They don't even assume. They're just like, they just see you and they're like, oh my God, like, there's so many, like, they're just all around the world. They mix everything. Being, I always get a little nervous. I have to breathe for a second.
Woo, you got it. Yeah. Let's go.
Thank you, Anya. Appreciate you. Being one of the things that I struggle with is a lot of anxiety, and like I've had a little bit about it with depression here and there. It started when I was 14. I was like we were traveling, and you know I was just a regular 14-year-old, and then like we're traveling, and then all of a sudden, my brain just catches on fire, and like I'm like, oh my God, like, is there a God? Am I gonna go to heaven or hell? Like, how am I moving my hands? Like, this is crazy. This is confusing. Like, what was the other thing? I was like, I was like thinking about like when I say I love you, like, do I really mean it? I just say it just to say it. Like I'd be like, oh my God, like I'd look at my mom and I'd be like, oh my God, like, do I love my mom? Like, do I like her? Do I not like her? Like, this is confusing. So I'm freaking out. I'm like super like anxious, and then like I'm freaking out. I'm like, I have no clue. You know what I mean? I have no idea what's going on. I'm like, oh my God. Like at one point I thought I was in like I thought like I was being in a simulation and everyone was just like holograms or whatever. I just thought like I was just like being like possessed by aliens. And like I literally like I was like talking with my mom, and I was like, oh my God, like, you know, I'm feeling all these things, like why? I don't know why. And she's like, oh, like I have no idea why either. Like, oh, by the way, we have a history of mental health in our family. Two of like your grandma and your sister, my aunt, they may not be here because of it. So like I was just dropped this bomb. I was like, wow. I did not. Basically, I was like, another little warning would have been great. What's that? Now I'm nervous. Should I not have said that?
No,
Okay. But anyways, as I was doing, so I was like, you know, my brain's like on fire. I'm super anxious and, you know, everything like that. I go into high school, I'm even more anxious. And like all the while, like I go throughout life and I'm like, why me? You know what I mean? Like, why does like everything have to happen to me? Where like, I'm like this, I'm overthinking everything. This sucks. And then I see my little brother. He's here actually. And like, he just has not a care in the world. Everything he touches, amazing. He was like, he got everything he touches. He's like super funny. Everybody loves him. He's confident. And he gets into middle school, and he has like a glow up. I don't know what it was, but like he starts every day. He comes back home. He's Skyping a different girl. I've never like I'm like anxious and I don't talk to girls. The only person that I ever talked to, the only person I Skyped was my grandma. And she wouldn't even pick up half the time. She's Persian, so she just talks to other people all the time, not me. So I'm like, it's like, it was so, I don't know. I see him go throughout life, like he's picking up girls. He just shoots his shot. He goes for the win. In high school, he would just like imagine just a little 14-year-old, and he like sees his 23-year-old teacher, and he's like, yo, Miss Carrie, like, you want to go on a date? Or like, can I take you to prom? And I'm like, and she didn't say no. She didn't say yes either, but like, I was like, what the hell? You know what I mean? Like, he shot his shot, and like, I was like, why? Like, I could never do that. It was so like, my brain was just on fire, and I just like, didn't know why. So I was just like, why God me? Do you mind if I talk? Do you mind if I talk a little bit about your anxiety? If you don't mind. Okay. Because I have like this one bit where I was like even like he does everything better. Like he'd go into school. He'd go into like let's say tennis, right? Like I played tennis all day, every day, after school, everything like that. And like when I would play tennis, like I wanted to I was so scared of making mistakes. And like I always wanted to be on the high school tennis team. That was what I wanted. I wanted a starting spot. All 4 years never happened. But my brother comes on first year in high school, makes a spot. I was like, what the hell? He's just like, he's carefree, everything he does, like his stroke's beautiful, everything. I just couldn't it just hurt me on the inside. So every time I'd see him, he's good with girls, he's good on tennis, I was like, there's the dark part of me that was like, I want him to fail just a little bit, just a little, I just want just a little bit. I need him to fail just a little bit. So he gets into college, and like all of a sudden like he has this like anxiety attack. He's like, everything for him, he was like, I'm afraid of dying. And like everything he did was, he was like, oh my God, like a cough, like maybe that's cancer. Oh my God, there's an itch, like maybe that's maybe that's herpes. But like anyways, but like
It wasn't herpes. Everybody, if this is live, we are good. We are clean. Okay.
So it's clean. But like for me, on the inside, I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry this is happening to you. There is a God. Yes, there is a God. Because I was like, for the longest time, I really wanted this, like, I was like, just something. Everything goes well for him. And then like, but then he got too good at it. You know what I mean? So even the anxiety, he got better at it than me. Like, I've never been that anxious. It's like, fuck. Why can't I, like, he does that better than me. And then he goes to therapy for 3 months, right? And then they explain it to him, oh, this is what's happening, everything like that. And then he's just done. It's over. He's good. After they explain the anxiety and he's over, I was like, I've had this for 14 years. It took you 3 months. I was like, what the hell? It was just, I don't know. For me, I was like, this doesn't sit right for me. And some people, like, I mean, I'm like one of the things that he's really, really good at, he's just naturally good with women. Just knows what to say, everything like that. So again, wanted him to fail just a little bit. And so I like get to this place where like, like I talk to my friends about him sometimes. Like they know me. They know I'm not that good with women. So I talked to him and they're like, oh my God, like I'd like talk to my brother. He was like, oh, he's so amazing, he's confident, everything. And they're like, what? Like, let me see a picture of him. So like I like go on Instagram, I show a picture, and they're like, what? He's not even like, you're way better looking than he is. I was like, he's like, oh, it's probably just your personality. Which isn't helpful. You didn't have to say that. Why did you say that? You know what I mean? Why would you say that it's my personality? First of all, you could have stopped and just be like, oh wow, I bet he's just a great guy. Like, good for him. No, you just had to go for the jugular. Okay. I don't know how much time do we got?
You have 10 seconds.
Okay, that's it. All right. Thank you very much.
Where do they find you?
At Sarush Etadal, on Instagram. Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. I'd like to welcome to the stage a very, very funny guy. He actually was on a comedy competition. Wait, did he happen or did it not happen? It happened? Crushed it. Amazing human being. I think you will all have such an amazing time, and we were blessed with his presence. Anya West, please get to the stage. Was it Anya West?
Thank you.
Y'all seen that?
Wow, you're good at that.
Nah, thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Well, hello, people. I was watching on the live from the whip. I was rolling up before this, but love what Jason is doing. I mean, you guys may not, you're here, so you're not witnessing what he's doing behind the scenes, but the YouTube live looks so lit. There's like a viewer discretion at the top of the show. That shit is fire, bro.
Right?
It's official. You're doing amazing.
Yeah.
Clap it up for him, man. That shit is hard. That shit is hard. Speaking of seeing things, you know what's humbling, right? Is traveling, right? When you travel, there's different currencies used by different countries, and there's different rates. And I was like, know what? Next year, 2024, I want to travel. I want to see the world a little more. Like I travel now, but not as much as I really want to. I want to do some freelance fun traveling. And I was like, know what? Let me see where I can get the most bang for my buck. So I'm trying to do all the conversions and seeing where my money would be, the most. And it's humbling when you look at every currency exchange option. And financially, I'm struggling in every one. It's like there's nowhere I can go. I can stay at home. That's where it would be the best for me to spend the money. Just don't spend it. That would be the best option. I feel like sports betting has gotten really popular. I don't know if you guys have seen. There's like a million different apps to do it through. Personally, I don't because I work for an NBA team, so I cannot do it, and I will not, and I do not. But it's very funny to witness, how it's gotten so popular and how it's kind of affected my friends. We're in the generation of people that are very big in sports betting. And I feel like the biggest problem with sports betting is after you put in the bet, like people already spend the money. Like the money is mentally being spent. Like people are looking at cars, looking at fancy shoes, looking at all these things that they will be able to afford if it does hit. But then when you lose, it's not you just lost the bet. It's like you also lose these things that you were going to purchase that you never had. Like, I don't know if you understand imagine you're just living your day to day. And you see like a Porsche drive by you. You're like, oh, it's a nice car, whatever. No emotion. You don't react. But when you have a parlay that you're one team off of and you could have had that Porsche, it hurts a little more. That's all I want to say. It just hurts a little more. It feels a little different, It tickles a little different part of the brain. What do I really have been just chilling. You talk about the comedy competition I did. Man, quick aside, hate comedy competitions. Love the exposure, love doing shows, but comedy is subjective. We should not be competing. This is why. Also, it's a popularity contest. Whoever you bring the most people, they're going to vote you through, no matter what. And I fucking hate when people come to me after the show. I would have voted for you, but I came with him. That's my buddy since middle school. All right, cool. That's great for you guys, but damn, you could have gave me at least half a vote, make some noise a little bit, like clap and scream for him. Give me one of the two. I don't know. Getting things off my chest because I don't have a therapist. No. I know. No, speaking of therapy in this day and age is kind of interesting, bruh. Like, they have so many new therapy ways. Like, you can do, BetterHelp is, you can, text your therapist. Like, it's, you never meet this person, but you just text them. And you just, and it's I feel like nowadays dating is like having a long-distance girlfriend that's very busy. You feel me? This lady's like, so how are you feeling today? And I just word blurb her my whole week of just stress and everything. And 2 days later, she's like, well, have you tried meditation? And I'm like, bitch, it's been 2 days. I could have tried to off myself. I don't know, you've missed. You gotta be there immediately. You gotta get on it. I said I was lonely. It took you fucking 2 days. Offering me meditation. Fucking hell. That's real. I left her on red too, and that felt good. Leaving a therapist on red, it feels good. I feel like I did something to her, although she took her fucking 2 days to reply. She didn't give a fuck about me. This is real spill. I'm just letting shit out of my brain at this point. We're not even looking at notes. These are all off the dome. But let's hit the notes. Let's see if we have anything in here that I want to actually get out. Stupid. Oh yeah, I did talk about my NBA job a little bit. For a lot of people that know, I actually am in the NBA. That is my job. During the games, you might see me have my signature move, one of these. I throw the t-shirts. I throw the t-shirts at the game. That's all they got me doing. Which is a very interesting experience emotionally, speaking of therapy. Just because, I don't know, I feel like me doing this job is kind of similar to like if you failed medical school and then they still had you come in the operation room. You're like, go doctor, go. Like, you do the surgery. You know, it's like, I'm watching niggas live my dream. You feel me? And it's like, my whole life, I was like, what do you want to be when you grow up? I'm going to be an NBA player. Like, if you don't make that, I'm going to be an NBA player. No. I should have known. When I didn't hit 6 foot, the dream was dead. Dream was dead. Should have became a dancer. Or baseball. Did you see, oh my God, baseball? Did you see what that boy Otani is making? 700 M's? Damn, that shit is crazy. But, I don't know, my homies was asking me, he's like, man, 700 M's, bro, like, that's a lot of money, bro. Like, what would you do for that kind of money? I'm like, it would be easier to think what I wouldn't do for that kind of money. Because honestly, that list is almost non-existent. You feel me? Like, I feel like the only thing on the list is kill myself because then I can't get the money, you know? Like, everything else is, I'll buy a new one of whatever you're going to fuck up. I don't care. Like, it's 700 M's? I don't know. That's all I'm saying. 700 M's is a lot of money. There's a lot of surgeries out there. It's a lot of surgeries. That's so fucking stupid. It's such a bad joke, bro. Oh, man. Time check? What we at, like 2 minutes? Time check? 4? Aw, thanks. A little more than I thought I did. What do I talk about? Man, oh man. Let's get serious. Did you guys hear about what's happening with Marvel right now? They're don't know if you should clap on this one. You wanted me to do this. That's crazy. I don't know. My takes are always interesting. Yeah, they got Jonathan Majors. He got caught up messing with white women, and then I mean, I don't have to say anything more. That's the joke almost. Like, it's just don't do it, you know? My friend asked me recently, he was like, oh, Anya, because I'm about to do this podcast tomorrow, and it's about dating, so I'm sure I'm going to lose a lot of friends on this one. A lot of friends that are women would probably not like what I have to say, but it's not like it's anything bad. It's just I'm very honest. And he was like, would you date white women? And I was like, I don't know. In this world we're in now, I just have to just weigh my options, you know, in this political economy. It just, like, is it beneficial? You know, are the risks lower than the rewards? You know, I really have to think these things through because it's scary. It's scary. I don't know. I feel like from a very young age, white women scared me. Like I don't know. Hey, if you guys know who Emmett Till is? A little bit. Not to get super real, but they told me that story way too early. Like, I was a little kid still. I was like, so if I whistle, they'll kill me? Like, it was a lot. It was a lot. And, like, to this day, I still am a shitty whistler. I blame that story. Not because I don't know how. I know how to do it. You just got to fold your tongue. But I'm scared. But back to Jonathan Majors, man. So Marvel fired him when the case officially came out, and they it was like the verdict, and basically they said like you were too aggressive when you were running from this white woman, so for that, you are guilty. Yeah, because I guess when he was running from her, he like pushed her into the car, and her head hit the top of the door frame of the car, like when he was pushing her in the car to get away, and they said, yeah, that got him, and Marvel was like, oh, fired. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, he beat a few of the cases, but there was so many cases that he got. Yeah, I read that shit. That shit is crazy because it's just like, damn, white women are scary. Moral of the story, white women are scary, and you gotta weigh those risks and rewards, man. Gotta weigh those risks and rewards. I'm trying to keep that real politically correct. I just don't want to ruin my blessings. But I know I probably have like 1 minute left. I want to close on. Holidays are coming up, and so is my birthday. Don't clap. I'm aging. And it's very weird having a birthday right before Christmas, literally the day before Christmas, because like, people are like, oh, you get double gifts. Oh my God, you get double gifts. No, I don't. I have Nigerian parents, and they're very funny. You think I'm funny? They're hilarious. They're fucking hilarious. Like, I remember all year I was like, I want this PlayStation 2. I'm gonna get a PlayStation 2. What do you have for Christmas? PlayStation 2. What do you want Santa to bring you? PlayStation 2. My birthday comes, I see a box. Oh shit, it's the size of a PlayStation 2 box. I know the dimensions. Open it up. Fuck yeah, PlayStation 2. I plug it in. I load it up. And I learned the entire menu because I didn't get a game until Christmas. My parents are fucking hilarious. They gave me a PS2 with no fucking games. And then on Christmas, like, here's NBA Live. You feel me? Like, that's fucking insane. My friend's like, why do you know the menu so well? Because I had a whole fucking 24 hours with the fucking menu because my parents are fucking comedians. Thank you guys so much for the time. I'm Anya West. It's ONYEWST. Appreciate you guys. Bringing Sunda back to the stage. Let's clap it up for Sunda more than me.
Let me tell you something. You can't assume the knowledge of the audience, you know? Like, for those people, like, just school them, man. A brother whistled at a white woman who comes out 60 years later and says she lied on her deathbed. And they dragged him from a truck.
I think I heard the story.
You should know it. You should know it.
I did not know the
Oh, you know the story? My bad.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's what's crazy is that people don't know that. I didn't learn that. My grandmother's trying to keep that image away from me because she kept his face that way in the casket so people could see what was done.
Oh,
We could tell you, but when we show you, it's different.
yeah.
Because he whistled at a white woman.
No, I heard the story. I didn't know the name.
And when you see the footage of them laughing in the courtroom, I also suggest you look at the two killings of Sam Cooke. Watch this. It's fascinating because look at what we're able to do here. You are Asian and Persian. You're Indian and white, which makes you Indian. And it's like black and white makes me black, you know what I mean? Think of how we couldn't go through to get on stage. Imagine that, like, you got to go through the kitchen. You'll probably fake it as a cook. You'll fake it as the chef, but black people had to go. Just think about that, like trying to be funny, and you got to go through a kitchen? Are you serious? And, of course, it was a Jersey boy that made it happen. You know, it was Frank Sinatra. Just don't drop names. Bobby De Niro taught me that. So it's a joke, man. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. So, Jason, I was just saying, ham it up, guys. I'm just saying, like, these people that work here for me, with you, for you, they really do. And what he's saying is just take a look at this work and see how marvelous it is. Really, thank you so much. And we're advertised. You wanted to go up tonight? Yeah, come on up. Stuart Marino. Come on up.
You mind if I take this off the stand? I know you're a fucking psychopath about shit.
No, I'm not. I don't care. Just put it back.
I know you've been wronged, but we got a lot of us got that OCD. I'm Stuart. Hello everyone. I'm gonna take it easy because I'm new to this too. I feel like a bunch of us are new to this, so I haven't been writing a ton, but just like a typical white guy. Just take it easy on me. I'm just starting this out. A lot of subjects being covered tonight. I need like pocket. I need like some pocket room. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's my wallet. That's a business card holder. How we doing, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. I was fucked up last week. I was so sick on Friday. You were like, "Do you want to get up?" It was like the third person. I was like, "Absolutely the fuck not." This place is like an Arkham Asylum. It's a fucking mental health institution. Every time you come in here, you're like, is somebody gonna like fucking really freak out? Like, are we gonna act like I really like active shooter stuff? You're like, I come and I take my time and pay for this. And then you got like some cat sitting back there. You're like, dude,
Right.
it's a sketchy town, dude. And the people trying to make it are always like the most wild motherfuckers too. You see that shit. I know I was talking about AA meetings a lot last week, but I personally was sober for a very long time. I smoke weed now, but so I've been to like 500 plus AA meetings, and if you ever need material about like just life in general, go to that. It's terrible. I had a bunch I wanted to say. I was gonna kind of like riff off of some of the stuff that was said in here tonight. I just wanted to say I'm from like the most racist town in America. It's unbelievable. So I am from the town next to where David Duke currently lives. Straight up, dude. Straight up. David Duke, Covington, Louisiana. I was born and raised in Mandeville, Louisiana. So, gets dicey out. I'm not about to say something fucking off the out of pocket either. Don't get me wrong. I know I was like leading up to something, but I'm don't fuck with me. No. But no, he's like fucking Trump over there. He's like part of some country club, and it's just like low key, just fucking. Not even that, I don't think. Did you say KKK? Yeah. I don't even know if they have that kind of shit going. I mean, like, I know those things still exist, but I feel like it's in, like, very small rooms. But, like, that dude, like, you know, he gets to go play golf, like, publicly still. It's 2023, and it's like, this motherfucker. And that's a true story. I'm not, like, just riffing and making shit up. Like, I've always thought about that. It's just, I could go knock on that guy's door, like, tonight. I could go fly back there and be like, hey, it's David Duke's house. This guy used to fucking run the cake. Like, everybody knows who David Duke is, right? That's not, I don't even need to teach people about that shit. Anyways, what was I saying? I had some stuff, yeah, your set's getting a lot funnier, dude. You look so natural. He's for real, dude. Get up. For real. You've been putting in the fucking work at this place, and that's dope. I was gonna say, I wrote, like, of course, this was way funnier in my head than it's going to come out, but, like, I was going to riff off of some of the stuff that I noticed in the room, and I was going to say, like, as far as your job goes, can y'all, like, I feel like everybody agrees if you've been to a basketball game, can y'all throw the fucking T-shirts, like, a little bit higher? You know what I'm saying? Because you know who really wants those fucking T-shirts? It's the fucking poor kids. And you motherfuckers are just, yeah. It's all the rich fans. It's fucked up, dude. It's fucked up. Yeah, I also thought, it was like, when you brought those two little Asian kids on, I was like, no matter how bad I do tonight, I ain't gonna do as bad as this. Sorry, I ain't gonna do as bad as this.
Oh my
you weren't even here for that. Did you see them on the live stream?
Oh my god.
They came here to sing. The song was cool. Y'all was harmonizing. Yeah.
Found them behind a nail shop. What you doing in your off time, Sunda? You fucking all beat up? You're talking about fags and scooters last week or some shit? I don't even know. Not even trying to say that word. You came up with, like, you did, like, research to be able to say bad words.
Oh, yeah.
That's what white people do, right?
You said, like, you literally did research so that you could say the baddest words. My brother's a bundle of sticks covered in fucking formaldehyde, fucking flomabloxin, or whatever the fuck you were talking about. I was also gonna say this. So this is gonna get a little dicey, and I hope you forgive me for this. But doesn't Jonathan Majors kind of look like a dude who might have like beat a woman's ass, and like especially like a white woman?
Yeah.
I feel like given so this is just like a thought off the top of the dome. Like I feel like given the racial history in this country and then the current day politics, kind of all in this like mixture of the last 25 years, I feel like every once in a while, a prominent enough black man does something fucked up, and everybody looks around and they're like, just let him have it. Just let him get away with it. Fuck it. That's an OJ joke. I'm sorry if that was a little too, my bad. I ain't trying to hurt nobody's feelings. I'll work something better out than that. But anyways, my bad. I ain't trying to. Yeah, I am from Louisiana, so it's, yeah. Me and David at the country club. Did you hear that one? Yeah, check out this live stream. I'm still working it out, so I don't know. I know I can get away with my friends, but not, public room. Thank God nobody watches this live stream.
Yeah.
I have like a real ass job too. I could totally get fucking just axed for shit like that. It's awesome. I work for the Jewish people too, so it's not good times for them. What are y'all laughing at? That's terrible. I don't really have anything else. I was gonna also say, who was talking about their dad's dick? Dude, I saw my dad's dick when I was little. It looked enormous. Like right. It's engraved in my. I think that's something that like when little kids see their dad's cock, it's like the biggest thing they've ever seen in their lives. And then I don't even really know how big his dick actually is. I think I just saw it and I was like, dude, it's way bigger than my dick. Still bigger than my dick. All right, I am Stuart Marino. I'm not on social media or anything like that. I'm gonna work this shit out before I do any of that, but thank you.
Oh, you look like Biden.
We're talking about America.
Listen, please. This woman, I don't know who she is, but I've got to change my hair immediately. Give it up for Marino over here. First time going up for me. I loved it. You got to see. Sometimes when you let people know where you're from, it's easier to work with. You know what I mean? Because now, if I'm going to be that Haitian woman that answers for Biden, the speaker, they're like, "What is he going to do about the border?" We are open to helping everyone, and we don't like people going against anybody. We don't go for genocide. I don't know how her hair, the wig stays the same. That's all I want to say. There has to be a wig. Look at my hair. Sometimes it's like this, and sometimes it's nice. So I asked my cousin, I said, what happens? Like, I forgot. I said, why is my hair, I used to laugh at white girls because their hair went green in the pool. You ever see blonde girls, and you look at their hair, they're swimming. And I noticed something. My Swedish white roots are showing because my hair is going green, so I have to stay out of the pool. Listen, guys, you guys stay wet. Get in the pool. Don't forget, we're going to be doing Sundays at Nameless right here on Santa Monica Boulevard. I'm sorry, right on Main Street in Santa Monica. And this is going to be Sundays, and we're hoping that this, is going to blow up so that we are then in Malibu. And then I'll be like, so long, farewell. And I thought that was cute with me and the kid with Ronnie the Rock and Robot. Right? You see, that's so racist. Like she was born for karaoke. I can say that. My best friends are here that are Asian. That's it, guys. My name is Sundar Kronquist, and I'm going to hop on out of here. Jason Ham, fantastic work. Ham I am. Thank you so much. We're doing this. Good night.